coconut yogurt. So let's get into it. Here we have our coconuts, and I'm going to show you how to cut them. This is super easy, super quick, and you want to get an old knife, okay, first of all. These are my good knives, so we don't want to use those. So you cut the ends off, and you don't have to have any special tools. Just be extremely careful. Hold your utensils very tight when you're okay, so you get down to the shell. Okay, then after you do that, we're going to take and we're going to hit our coconut. Just kind of hit it, just let it fall. You know, you don't have to like go wham wham, you just kind of knock it, and you hit it straight down. Of course, when you're using sharp instruments, you always want to be careful. Loosening up. And I know Dan McDonald, he could probably do this in 2 whacks of the sheep's tail, but you know, I don't live on Coconut Island and I rarely do this, but it's getting there and I'm making a huge mess. That's okay. It's worth it, right? If you don't make a mess, then it's just not fun in the kitchen. That's what I always say. Okay. Getting there. And this coconut's a little on the yellow side. I should have paid more attention when I was picking them out. I kind of grabbed them. I just heard that. Oh, look at that beauty, beauty. Wow, that tastes really good. It's kind of hard flesh, so it's going to be a challenge to get this out. But that's okay. Okay, so now we're going to do this one. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and take this spoon and we're going to scrape the inside of this out and put it in a bowl. It's not too hard. On this coconut, it's kind of soft meat. And the weird thing was this one had a yellow shell, and I thought it would be like not very soft on the inside. Just goes to show you never know. Guys, I'm back. So, this is what we have. See that? That's a lot of meat. And that was just out of 2 coconuts. And then I have this much, it's like about 2 cups. That is delicious. Oh my God. I'm in superfood heaven right now. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse this and make sure all the little shells are off of it. Okay, so as you're putting this in here, you want to make sure that, you know, there's no shells or hard pieces on here. So you want to be very careful because you don't want to be eating a piece of coconut shell. Guys, it just is not going to taste good in that yogurt, and it may cause a little bit of intestinal discomfort, if you know what I mean. You might even chip a tooth in the process. So yeah, you just want to be careful. So, and if you need to go back to the sink and rinse, that's okay. Okay guys, now we're going to go ahead and put some coconut water in with the meat, and this is how much we got. It looks like about 1 cup or 2 cups. And so what we're going to do is start out very, very slowly. You do not want to put a whole bunch of this in your mixture because it will make it too thin. So we're going to start out very slow, but the good news is you get to drink the leftovers. So I just put a teeny tiny amount. And let's start blending. Start it out very slow. Or cottage cheese-ish. So we're just going to add a teeny tiny bit. I may have added too much, but that's okay. If it added too much, it won't hurt it. That's good. Perfect. Nice and creamy. Okay, now we're going to get our probiotics. Okay guys, these probiotics, I've had them for a very long time, and they are called Radiance Platinum. I got them at the flea market. So like, they were cheap. They were $1, but they're vegan, they're dairy-free, and they're non-GMO. So I tried them out to make some coconut yogurt before, and they work really good. So hey, you know, you do what you do. I just cannot afford the very expensive probiotics, and I actually have made my own probiotics out of wheat berries, probiotics juice, and I put that in the yogurt, and it made a really good yogurt. But we're just going to use this today, and I'm probably going to use 2 of these today for each coconut. So all I'm gonna do is take 2 of these little capsules and open them up in here and let them blend up. You could even stir them around if you wanted to, but we're just going to open them up and put them in here. It wouldn't have hurt to have done this like place in a recycled jar, and it's already warm from where we blended this, and so let's blend this up. Actually, I'm going to get a spatula or a spoon and poke that down in there and make sure it doesn't go all over the place. Stir it.
Meanwhile, I'll be drinking some of this.
That is so good. Okay guys, we just got an old jar. This is an old spaghetti jar, and I'm going to go ahead and transfer it in there. Spooning this out and putting it in. And the really cool thing about putting it in a jar this size is it will have room for the expansion, because this will expand. And when it does, you don't want the jar to explode. And this is more coconut. This is more than I thought was in here. Okay guys, we made our blackstrap molasses. Okay guys, I just made the coconut yogurt. It's all done, and yay, there's about this much in this jar. So it will expand a lot. Like when I come back in the morning, it's gonna be this big. But I'm not gonna leave this lid on here tight because it may explode or something, or do something weird. So I'm gonna loosen it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of saran wrap on top of here. I learned this little trick off of a lady who does this online. But she, you know, you just take your plastic, and that way it can kind of breathe without exploding or getting a lot of pressure in there. And you just take this and just, you don't tighten it. You just kind of back off a little bit, but you know, it's just loose on there like that. And then you go set it in a very warm place. Where I like to set mine is over near my distiller. I set it right beside of it, in between this little area where the water just comes out, and it's like a really warm spot. And I will take a towel, a tea towel, and I will just cover it up like this. And you just kind of cover that up. And it's that easy, guys. It's really not that hard to make coconut yogurt. I've made it several times. This is probably like the 5th time I've made it. And you know, it's really good. I mean, it's a great way to get some really essential great fats into your diet. And especially if you're going to be eating a lot of raw food, you can incorporate this in. But it's really good. You throw like a tablespoon in of your salad, or you can just take, you know, and put a tablespoon or 2 in with some, you know, mango, cut up mango, apple, you know, just about anything. You could chop up some bananas. You could throw it in some oatmeal. You know, the possibilities are endless. It's just like a sour cream almost. So you could even put it on top of a potato. You know, you can do a lot. You know, just put a little dollop on top of a bunch of chopped fruit. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.